Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Nice to be off. Nice to be off work. Welcome back. So, if somebody came up to you guys and said, yo, there was a way to reduce your debt by 30%, 50%, maybe even 90%, would you be interested? I know, seems like an obvious answer. Most people would be like, yeah, of course. What do I got to do? Let's meet tomorrow. Let's meet now. Yeah. That's why I was super shocked when I spoke to 3 coworkers and they didn't have that sort of response from me. Yeah. So, let me tell you guys about it. The first guy that I spoke with, we were having a conversation and I asked him if he had any debt. And he was like, yeah, I got... He told me he has a lot of debt. I don't know if this camera's going to stay still for this ride. Anyways, he told me he had a lot of debt. He told me he had a student loan that needed to be paid off, and how he had credit card debt, and how all of it would take more than 10 years to pay it off. So I asked him, I said, yo, if there was a way to reduce that by 50%, maybe even more, would you be interested? And he asked me, he said, well, like, how? How can I go about doing that? So there was a little bit of an interest. And then I said, okay, well, let's meet up after work and I could tell you more about it. I can get into the details. But he wanted to know while we were at work. He wanted me to tell him. And I said, hey man, like I can't tell you all that there is to know because we're here at work. He didn't want to meet me after work to talk about it. And he just pretty much said, nah, he's not really interested because I wasn't giving him a little bit while we're at work. I get it. So the next day when I seen him, I went up to him again and I said, yo, I really want to help you, man. I was in a similar situation. I had school debt. I had credit card debt. I had to get rid of a car that was financed. Around $60,000 in debt. And I managed to get it reduced to $6,000. And when I told him that, he actually got mad at me. And he told me that he's not interested and for me to leave him alone. Then he stormed off. He stormed off and then he was whispering under his breath, always trying to sell me something. So I guess he thought I was trying to sell him something, which is not true. You know, I'm just in the business to help people. So that's how that situation turned out. The second coworker I spoke to, he's a bit older. And he told me that he had about like $500,000 in debt. So I hit him with the same question. I said, yo, if there was a way to reduce it by 50%, would you be interested? And he was like, his stubborn ass was like, that's impossible. There's no way it could be done. And I was telling him, like, well, this company that I work with, man, they've seen cases similar to yours and much worse, actually. And they were able to help people out. But he wasn't trying to hear me, man. He wasn't trying to hear me. And he just was like, nah, he's good. So that's how that conversation ended. And the third coworker was another older guy. And he had about the same amount in debt too. So I hit him with a question. Hey man, if it was possible to reduce your debt by 50%, would you be interested? And much like the other older coworker, he just thought it was impossible. And he went as far as to say, if there was such a solution, everybody would know about it. So he was pretty much saying that there's nothing that I could share with him that he doesn't already know. And just for shits and giggles, I asked him, I said, have you ever heard of a consumer proposal? And you know what he said? He said, no, he hasn't heard of it. So funny. So funny how he thought that everybody would know about what I'm talking about. And then I asked him even more. I was like, yo, so what are you going to do with your debt? What's your plan? How are you going to handle it to pay it off? And then he told me that he plans on passing it on to his children, which is wild to me. So those three experiences really shocked me, because I know when I was in the situation, when I had debt, I was asking people, I was trying to find a way of how to get rid of it. And what I'm coming to find is a lot of people, they don't want to have this conversation, which is kind of confusing to me. Because I feel like if you talk to people about it, they can suggest things to help you get out of this situation. So I'm not sure why it's such a conversation that people don't really want to have. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I mean, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Kind of mind-boggling, actually. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna focus on driving here. Gonna get ready to head into the office tonight. And I'll catch up with y'all. Don't forget to like. And if you're finding value in this, or entertainment, or just want to support, hit that subscribe button. See you next time.